two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Irving in at the point. Pick by Varejao. Smith right side. Mozgov sets a screen for Smith. Jump shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Grant. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That one on Mozgov. For New York, they have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. He misses the free throw. Zinkas, he's checked in for New York. Swallow comes in for Langston Galloway. A switch here also for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Anderson Varejao. And he sinks the second. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Grant against Irving. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
They get the rebound. Another shot. And the nice bucket inside from Lopez. Lopez has got it all tied up now for New York.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And it's Mozgov in the corner. And that one hits back out.
Tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's some hang time. Elevation. What a pretty double clutch move there.
Well, you can afford to get fancy on your way up. You got to have that kind of space.
And space is what he had. The defense just a little bit Charmin tissue paper-like. I should say soft.
And the bucket counts. His eyes go to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That free throw good from Anthony.
Melo having a terrific game. 12 points and 1 steal as well. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Lopez kicks to a follow. Mozgov with the block. Outside Irving. Fires from 18. And he gets the jumper to drop. Now just a 1-point New York lead. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. New York moving the ball around. And it's Smith penetrating. Got a piece of it. Grant against Mozgov. Here's Lopez. He jams it with authority.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Outside Irving. Outside jumper. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Shumpert's got his third basket of the night right there. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Grant the pass to Anthony. Down low. Lopez dishes to Afflalo. Back to Lopez. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Screen by Smith. Irving kicks to Love. And now in transition, it's Afflalo. Here we go. And the rejection by Smith. Lopez left side. He kicks it to Afflalo. Mozgov grabs the board.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Picked by Mozgov. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. And it's 6 points for Kevin Love. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the score by New York. Shumpert passes to Irving. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
It's Anthony with the drive. Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. It's slippery bar so thin. Somebody got to take charge here. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Irving following the score by New York. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Jose Calderon is checked in for New York. And Cleveland also making a change. James is checked in. So it's the Cavaliers now. They trail by 1. From about 19 feet, Irving, good. Irving's got 10 points.
And every time you think one team's got something. Going, the other seems to respond.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team giving an inch.
Now here's Lopez. Afflalo left side. Inside. Power down with both hands.
A rim rocker.
Up for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Irving kicks to LeBron. Irving dishes to James. Steps back and shoots. He squares up and sinks it. 9 points in the game so far.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
To the paint, here's Lopez. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. You take a look at Calderon, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
That's good from Lopez.
They just haven't been able to find an answer for Lopez. He's got 10 points and a block.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Porzingis. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Shumpert. Both free throws good from Lopez.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Irving for three. No good. And New York will come the other way. Down low. Here's Calderon. Lopez passes to Calderon. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And New York making a change here. Thomas is checked in. The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That free throw good from Kevin Love. New York shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Ball stolen. Nobody near Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. 12 points for Kyrie Irving. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Dellavedova gets to Irving. Love outside. Afflalo throws it in. Afflalo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Anthony gets double teamed. Pass to O'Quinn. Here's Thomas. And down and go. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's how how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Afflalo. Anthony drawing the double team. O'Quinn dishes to Thomas. Off on the layup. Cavaliers leading. And the pass to James. From downtown. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And it's Calderon that time on the assist by Anthony. Calderon's got it all tied up now for New York.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Thompson. He dishes it to James. The screen from Thompson. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Thomas is screen on Irving. And Afflalo kicks to Thomas. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Irving. 12 points for him. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Thompson against Thomas. And Thompson throws it down.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A different look for New York. Seraphin comes in for Anthony, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. Anderson Varejao checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Calderon. 10 points for him. There's a good screen. Passes it to O'Quinn. Shot loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by James, and Seraphin throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the score by New York.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Irving against Calderon. New York moving the ball around. O'Quinn can't hit.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
They get it back. Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an Anderson Varejao. That's his first foul. New York shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Irving's got 12 now in this quarter.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Seraphin the pass to Calderon. He gets it up. No good on that last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that is...
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building, the backdrop for our presentation. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith checking out Cleveland. They've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. Kenny, your thoughts. How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1.
A lot of action from Irving.
He has 14 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well. And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
They've got to follow. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. And it's Irving missing. New York trailing. Anthony dishes to Afflalo. And stolen by LeBron. Tipped away. Afflalo kicks to Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Lopez. Anthony.
He doesn't do that. He starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's LeBron following the score by New York. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by James. 13 points for Kevin Love. Inside, Anthony drawing the double team. Afflalo the pass to Calderon. Knocks it off the glass. Calderon's got the game tied up here for New York.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
James outside. And Love has it in the corner. Love with another miss.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the strike for 2. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. LeBron James third.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
That free throw, no good. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Irving drives in, and Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Irving kicks to James. Here's Love. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the content right there.
You know, Love is playing well. He's got 13 points. He's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Kevin Love. Here's Calderon. 12 points for him. Here's Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Porzingis has got 16 points. James kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love with the screen on a follow. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Free throw drops for James. He's perfect from the line this time. New York trails by 3. Outside Anthony. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Mr. Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Swallow fires. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A drive by Shelton. Love wide open. He fires. Gets an open look and hits. Love's got 6 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And with that shot, the Cleveland Natives cut down to 3 in the bucket from Porzingis.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
Now, here's Calderon. 12 points for him.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. He is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gap of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
J.R. Smith checked in for Kevin Love.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Now here's a follow. Here's Lopez, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Well, it's still early in the quarter, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Smith outside. To the middle. Stopped. Lopez left side. Oh, and that one, no.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Moving against Calderon. He's at the pick. Picked by Mozgov. Smith dishes to James. The kick out to Irving. And another three for Cleveland.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Calderon with 12 points for him. The pass to Porzingis. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth. Even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Anthony nowhere around. He nails it. No tied up. Anthony's got 19 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this side.
Irving passes to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Cleveland again with the bucket. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Moving against Calderon. He feeds it to Lopez. Inside, Anthony. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. J.R. Smith picks one up. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
And guys, he always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all 5 guys are on the same page.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejao check in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Here's Dellavedova. Thompson is screen on Calderon. 3-pointer, Dellavedova. Here's LeBron, and it's sent back by Lopez. Anthony kicks to a foul, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul, and that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And New York making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. On the wing, James. O'Quinn defending, and he gets it to go. 20 points for LeBron.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Here's Porzingis. 18 points for him. To the middle. O'Quinn in the post. Varejao on. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got it all tied up now for New York. Cavaliers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. James up top, covered by Anthony. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Shot clock at 6. Smith for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists tonight. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's O'Quinn. New York moving it around. Calderon, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Smith wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now here's a Afflalo. Anthony can't hit. And here's Smith. Dishes to Dellavedova. Takes a three. Another three for Cleveland.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now here's Afflalo. And that time, also a missed shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, and that's not a good look at all.
Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Jacks up a three. And James with the basket on the assist by Smith. 23 points for LeBron.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
New York calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Galloway's checked in for New York. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith.